Alright, markets today, let's take you through the roundup of what happened. We actually saw a pretty decent day of trade. We've scaled that 11,000 mark as was anticipated, and very strong gainers coming in as well, particularly from the financials. So let's just run you through that first. HDFC Bank, of course, post earnings was looking good, and that stock closed higher, but not just that. We had Bajaj, Finserv, for example, M&M Financials that really stood out. That stock was up over 10% from the financials pack, and a whole host of others. RBL, another one there, Cholamandalam, for example, Bajaj Finance up 4%, ICICI Bank up over 2%. So that really stood out as a trend. IT was the other major sector of the market that really continued its momentum after last week. So all four heavyweights, Wipro, HCL Tech, Infy, we saw them all stand out with gains of about 4% or so. Some of the other major gainers are active counters. So an Info Edge was looking really good today. From the auto pack, in Aisha, for example, as well as a Hero, which was up about 3% or so. So we did see some activity coming in there as well. Pharma sat out. We saw Cipla looking a bit quiet, profit booking coming in there most likely, and Sun Pharma, downgrade coming in there via Credit Suisse, and that stock took a knock of about 4% or so. So that was on the pharma pack, but overall market breadth was looking pretty healthy, and we did see a good amount of up move coming in. Britannia was the other key name to mention, up over 5% after a stellar set of numbers that we saw in trade today. And then we had other names as well, like a Voltas, a UPL, for example, a couple of the others there that were looking active in today's session. Telecom, must talk about that as well. The AGR hearing still on as the market wound up, but on those initial comments we saw easing off on Vodafone Idea, which closed the day finally just up about 2% or so. Bharti Airtel was also up about 2% or so on close. So safely crossing that 11,000 mark in today's session. A lot of stock action that's anticipated for the rest of the trading week as well. Plenty of earnings that we're watching out for. So will the markets continue to remain steady at these levels and further? That's really what we're going to be eyeing as we go further. No complaints as we cross that 11,000 mark with momentum intact, and it's really about whether or not now we actually hold there. 11,200 to 400 is probably the next range that market men are watching out for.